we do stuff that's so ridiculously funny that I think it just makes the show feel very improvisational and immersive.
Okay, so people need to prepare if they come to your show that they're not
Yeah.
just going to sit there. It's going to be
Oh
a
no, you
full
might,
experience.
wear something nice. Or,
Okay.
or make sure you're supposed to be there. Don't be like my man that was at the game on the jumbotron, and we bring you on stage, and your ass supposed to be at the crib.
Bill, what did you think about that? Like hiding
I,
in
I,
plain sight, they got very comfortable.
I have never seen nobody get blown up on the jumbotron in my life. Like that is the ultimate blow your ass out the water. Like he was like he was happy too for the first 3 seconds. He was like, "Baby,
And then I
they
think he
looking at us,"
realized.
and then he was like, "Not us, us. Uh-oh."
Okay, so I asked this as a trending topic on my show the other day. If you were to ever have something scandalous happen in your personal life, would you resign from a top, like he's a billionaire and he had a big time job. Would you resign from your position if you were caught in some type of scandal? Because
Well,
I
you
ain't
have
showing
to.
up.
It's not like up to him. In his position, the board is doing that.
Okay.
The board is requesting that you step down so that they don't have that distraction on the board because that's going to be a storyline. They're going to go digging. That's a divorce. That's like a dynamite stick of dynamite being thrown in a house. It's going to blow up all the rooms and this, that, and the other, right? So that's why he stepped down because they don't want to mess up the shareholders don't want the money to get weird. You know what I'm saying? They know it's going to be a crazy divorce. She going to get 80% of everything.
Yeah, you're right. That is the storyline that they do not want to participate in. What a
Mm-mm,
mess.
nah. That's like if you're dealing with like a corporate, if you getting sponsored by corporate America or like with the Shannon Sharp situation, you notice how ESPN went whoa. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, yeah.
they just. So what he did was he said, "I'm gonna take a break."
Yeah. I mean, he did it. I mean, the way that he did it, we kind of forgot about everything.
No. They just settled. They just settled in court. Now it's gonna be interesting is to see if ESPN have him back. Now that would be interesting.
Yeah, because they got well, Joy Reid was on, I think, Fox Sports.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I feel like she got thrown under the bus. Like it wasn't uncovered. Somebody just so happened to tell her business, and then boom, they're like, okay, we'll separate. So, I mean, you got to watch out. You
Yeah, that's
gotta
why
watch out.
you have to really, really be careful, especially as in entertainment, because we are, under the light all the time.
Mhm.
And so anything we can do wrong or right can be blown out of proportion or whatever. Like I think that Shannon Sharp should just do a turkey drive because when you do a turkey drive, it fixes everything for Black people. He gave
You
us
feed
some.
us, and we'll forget about it.
We'd be good, man. He gave me a turkey. I don't know what happened. You know.
Bill, you've been in the business forever and you've stayed out of trouble. And you also have a very successful marriage too. You've been married to your wife for about 20 plus years, right?
24.
24 years. Have you ever thought about writing a relationship book or having like some type of relationship podcast?
I don't know. That would be really interesting because I have so much experience. Like, I mean, that could be very, very interesting. You know what I mean? Because especially with relationships, I talk about this like in my book. Because there is so much give and take, and in order to have a successful relationship on any level, you got to have understanding. You have to listen. You have to have compromise. You have to come up with the best solution. You know what I mean? It's always like a puzzle.
Yeah.
You never really get the jigsaw puzzle to fit in the piece. You got to kind of keep playing with it until you get it in there.
Right. But I mean, you're good at it. You tried to set me up one time. It didn't work. And
It didn't work.
it didn't work. No, but you tried. You tried.
I mean, I'll be looking out for you. You know what I'm saying?
You do. We're twins. You're twins. Hey.
I know. I want you to win. I want you to win. You've been so positive. I love your journey. You know what I'm saying? From the first time I met you until now, you've always been this amazing light of energy and positivity. I like that. You remind me of a Nanda Lewis. Where
Oh.
Yeah, she was a really good friend of mine, and she exuded that quality of it's like an openness. I feel like it's a natural thing too when people just like you for some reason. They're like, "Man, girl, you are we related?" You know.
Thank you. That's a huge compliment. Thank you so much, Bill.
You're welcome.
Okay, so speaking of more relationships, I wanted to ask you because, again, you being in a successful 20 plus year relationship, Drea Michelle and Jalen Green. Now,
Mhm.
today they were on a podcast, and she said that he was the one that slid in her DMs because everybody's accusing her of going after him. Because remember, he's 23 years old, she's 39, they got a baby together. Is
Right.
age nothing but a number, or does age matter in a relationship?
I mean, it does matter.
I
People,
agree.
it does matter. It just depends on where the gap is. You know what I mean? Is
Right.
it too wide of a gap? Dudes have been traditionally known to date younger women, right? Okay,
Mhm.
cool. But what's your how young, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think you should be dipping below 19 and 20. Like, right? 20, I think they should be at least 21 to me. Like, I'm comfortable at 21 because you can vote, you can drink, you can do all that stuff. You can go anywhere, go out together. Okay, cool. But under 21, I don't care where you at as a man. Finito. That is not going to work.
Or how
But
about,
with a woman, I don't know. It seems to be a little more leniency with you guys
yeah,
because let's say like Jalen, right?
right.
Drea is technically an auntie,
She is. She is.
but but she just happened to be a fine ass auntie. There's a couple of them out here, y'all. Aunties, shout out to all my aunties. You still got it going on. You got them younger. They got them YNs in your DMs.
Right. But I mean, she didn't have to say yes, but I mean, the relationship seems like they really like each other. So,
Well, it could happen. You never know. Who are we to judge? But I just think it's so ironic that Jalen Green and her son are the same age. It's like
it's weird.
that's like your daddy, brother, cousin.
How do you even address them? Like, hello,
Like
sir, what up,
Jalen
dog?
Green and her son are exactly the same age. It's like, yo, but Jalen's, good looking guy. He's got money. He's one of those things. And Drea, she want to stay in the game. You know what I mean? She ain't gonna date no regular cat. Working, as a Amazon driver or nothing like that. She gonna definitely, keep her weight up.
Yeah,
She got a lifestyle. She want to keep her toes done and nails done and stay in that nice house. So she get with her guy with, that's gonna contribute to that life.
very true. Very true. Okay, so Bill, I know that you have your podcast.
Yes.
So, how is that going? What season are we in? How long have you had it?
Season two, we are rebooting now. We're gonna add some new pieces, do some live episodes. We're going to change locations and stuff like that. I did actually about 73 episodes for that first year.
Wow.
And so, but it was fun. It was just so many different types of interviews. I love my podcast. I love like getting these incredible interviews with people where they get to talk for whatever reason. People treat me like I'm their cousin. So I get these amazing interviews and they're very honest and people feel like, they're safer with me. And we have these intellectual conversations, comedic conversations, informational conversations. So I think the podcast game is definitely the new wave.
Yeah, I mean, Bill, you've seen it all from being on MTV, the radio, podcasting, and
Yeah.
utilizing the internet. You can't not be on the internet for your career. You have to be on there. And I was just again talking to my listeners about my love-hate relationship with social media because I said if social media was gone tomorrow, what would be the biggest thing that people would struggle with? Do you think?
Not getting liked.
That's very true.
People would be feeling some type of way. I ain't getting no likes. I don't have no engagement. People ain't messing with my videos. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
you done got so used to getting feedback on whether positive or negative. If you took away Instagram, people wouldn't know what to do with themselves. They have to talk.
Yeah.
People would have to talk to each other again. Yeah.
And you have young kids, and I was saying that I am not going to accommodate these young kids because they feel like having conversations is awkward. You have to have conversations with people, and I'm
Yeah.
not going to accommodate for them that they think it's, oh my God, that's so weird. Like, I don't want to talk to them. So I think that it's so interesting how thirsty we are for attention, but nobody wants to talk to anybody.
Yeah, it's interesting when my kids were younger. I mean, now they're like my daughter is about to turn 22. My son just turned 19. When they were like 12 and like 9, right in there, I remember having a party and all those kids had phones. And they wasn't talking to each other. So I said, you know what I'm gonna do? I am gonna put all the phones in the basket. They don't get the phones till after the party. It turned the party into like a fun place. Because now they got to look at each other and they got to talk. And even now, when I go out in different cities, I see so many single people looking at their phone in a nightclub.
Yeah.
They're
You
not even talking to each other. Like there's women in their pockets over here. There's guys in their pockets over there. They're not even looking across the room. It's crazy. Like
yeah.
if you're a female right now and a guy comes up to you and says hello, you better say thank you.
That's very true because he mustered up a lot of courage to do that because people ain't talking anymore.
Yeah, people are so shy or socially awkward because you don't have to do anything. You can just look. It's like your phone is like your best friend that you don't have to talk to. You just get to look at. It's just like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even myself, I have sometimes I'll be like, it ain't even that deep. I'll go on later on today. I don't have to check my Instagram or see how many videos or, but in promotions, I think social media is incredibly important because people get their information that way.
Right. And it's fast and you get to see sometimes an unbiased opinion. Like, I love that you have a podcast because I feel like you're a qualified person for a podcast. We need to
But
hear the extended version of, the story. But the people that are sitting in their basement that have no qualifications, take away the microphone.
yeah, people are doing what they can. I mean, it makes it almost seem like everybody and anybody can be famous, which could be almost true, but I think not everyone is talented. And to be talented to me is a gift.
Right.
Everybody can talk, but to be a talented orator or talented personality, you have so many things that make you who you are. Like you're a very talented talent. You are warm, you're smart, you're inquisitive, you listen, you look like you love information. So you're going to be really good at what you do because you are listening and taking in what's coming in, and then you have something to say going out. That's a great talent to have, especially in our business.
Absolutely. And I'm very excited for your show because you're taking all of your gifts and you're putting it in one for it to be interactive. I
Yeah.
cannot wait to see
Oh
what
my
you pull
God.
out of your hat. What is the
Yeah.
craziest thing that's happened while you're on the road?
I think the craziest thing is like when you get two people on stage that you don't think are going to do something or seem to be shy, and they turn into a whole nother person. Like they've been waiting to do this their whole life. I'm like, oh my God, Rebecca.
Not Rebecca. You had to get Rebecca off the stage because she likes
Rebecca
a little
wouldn't get
too
off, but
much.
like, Rebecca, give us the mic back. What you doing?
She's been waiting for that moment.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, well, you're gonna get your money's worth August the 1st and the 2nd at the Funny Bone, kcfunnybone.com to go see
Yes.
Bill Bellamy. Bill, anything else that you're working on that your fans need to know about?
I have a movie coming out this winter called The Worst Christmas Ever. It's a comedy. It is hilarious. It's oh my God. It's like a combination of Guess Who's Coming to Dinner, but not that, but like, oh my God, not everything going wrong on the holidays. Like, God dang, the Christmas tree gonna fall down, mama mad, daddy mad. We left uncle in the garage sleep, like all the funny things that could happen to a black family on the holidays. That's what we're going for. I hope the tone and the humor is right for everybody.
Okay. Well, look forward to that. I'm assuming like November time, holiday
Yeah,
time.
yeah, yeah. Right around Christmas, right before Christmas.
Okay, that any type of specials coming up?
That's what I'm working on now. That's why I'm working so hard with this tour and getting the jokes right because this new hour I think will be my best. I'm working on it so it could be top five. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
thank you, Kansas City. Shout out to the fans out there. I'll see you at the show in Zona Rosa, and somebody gonna bring me some ribs. I already know.
Shout out to brother KT. You always
Brother KT always come through with that platter.
he's gonna slide through with the Gates platter. You already know.
Yeah, hell yeah.
All right, Bill. Well, I appreciate you. Bill Bellamy, kcfunnybone.com to get your tickets August 1st and the 2nd. Bill, it's always a pleasure to talk to you, and I will see you very soon.